Welcome to the Sign family. The Sign vision and our reason for being is to create a quality of fracture care throughout the world. To accomplish this, our mission statement includes teaching and communication and supplying of the implants.
We have around 85 projects, and there's about 600 surgeons who use the Sign system in approximately 35 countries around the world. We believe that at least 10,000 more people are walking as a result of Sign.
It really solves a huge problem. Now that Sign is really up and has this momentum now, the number of cases is going to accelerate dramatically. It's one of the few things that I've ever been involved with where you can actually have this huge impact around the world.
I know that every day, somewhere in the world, in the countries that we're in, the 80 some odd projects, we help on average 20 people a day to walk again.
When you have a passion which is bigger than you, a passion, usually something that you can't completely solve, but you're making steps towards solving it, you put your life into it. I think that many people need an advocate. I've always called these people the gray people because they don't have anyone to advocate for them unless someone comes in and gives them what they need. In our instance, we give them the ability to stand and walk again without disability.
I think it's amazing the amount of research that goes into it. You know, they're always looking for ways to improve it. You know, they have everyone reporting to a database whenever they put a nail in. That's how they get the replacement for it. And so it gives you the opportunity to see what's working and what isn't working.
When I think about every nail that I make help somebody to walk again, that's just incredible. We have the ability to make 50,000 nails a year. I mean, you know, 50,000 people.
We want to create the best implants we possibly can for every person around the world.
This nail or Sign in general has allowed us to help these poor patients and put them into action. Sign is the best choice, and that's the best treatment our patients could ever get.
Road traffic accidents are increasing throughout the world. It's not a diminishing problem. We are needed more and more and working hard to supply more funds, more help, so that we can treat this increasing number of traffic accidents.
When you give $100 to Sign, you know exactly where that $100 is going. You know that no money leaves the state of Washington, that all that leaves is that nail that costs $100 to make. And that $100 will change a family's life. We know the impact. That's huge, and that's what we're trying to do as Kiwanians.
This year we've reached the 150,000 mark on the numbers of patients that have been treated by Sign. It's 150,000 families that have been positively affected by the training that we provide the surgeons and the free implants that we provide to these patients.
We are able to reach so many patients thanks to Sign. I can't quantify the amount of help we've got. You know, the many patients who have been seen, the families that have not been broken. Sign actually reaches beyond just the broken bone. You know, it's transforming lives.
They understand you when nobody else, even in your country, it's making me a better surgeon and better person.
Sign 10 years ago, didn't even think of using Alizarov or doing deformity correction. Now we're well on the way to a strong program. You know, it's expanding out our educational platform and continuing to supply the intramedullary nails to try to develop equipment that is appropriate for the surgeons there to meet the need.
We're sending out 25,000 nails a year now, so it's going to take 4 years or less to get to the next 100,000. And that's amazing. You know, in those early days, We were naive enough to think that we could build an implant company, a humanitarian implant company that could serve the world. And donors believed us too, and so it made it possible.
I had no idea that hundreds of thousands of people, and probably millions by extension, have been affected, that we've got over 5,000 surgeons who owe their capability to what goes on here and the doctor's leadership. And I think we're just privileged at the U.S. Department of Defense to be able to provide the Distinguished Public Service Award.
I think it's an amazing accomplishment, and it's a tribute to Dr. Zirkel's vision, the staff at Sign, who are very dedicated, wonderful people, and who see the vision of what Sign is trying to do.
Through our combined efforts, we have treated more than 200,000 patients. Our diversity is our strength, and therefore we've moved forward to become one of the foremost fracture treating organizations in the world.
I can tell you there's nothing more satisfying than doing a sign nail on a patient who couldn't afford any implant otherwise. You know that patient will do well. You feel the bone when you finish, it's solid, and you come by the next day and the patient is standing. So, I mean, that gives you a feeling which is really indescribable.